Hey, it's Katrina with Dream Forward University, and I'm here to explain something to you. Today, I am going to explain the marketing funnel because, first of all, it's fun to watch the funnel work. Um, I was not aware of this funnel at all when I started. As a matter of fact, when I wrote my book, I hadn't even started my business yet. And I have a whole section in marketing, and I don't talk about the funnel. So, shh. But I do talk about messaging, which is so important to me. Messaging is my thing. But I talk all about messaging in the marketing, which is another side topic. If you don't get that message right, you're not going to see anybody. But I digress. And we're going to talk about the funnel. So, marketing funnel. I have been on here explaining things to young business owners or business owners who are young in the industry and who are young entrepreneurs or just people who are new to the entrepreneurship. And so I hope you like and subscribe and meet me at school where there's a community of people. That's SKOOL. There's a community of people asking the same questions that you are because they just started their business and they are curious as well. So like and subscribe and meet me over at school. All of the links are here. So marketing funnel explained. This is actually a pretty fun one. So marketing funnel. A funnel is a funnel. If you think of a funnel, you think of like a tornado where it's wide at the top and it kind of narrows down to the beginning. When I was working as a financial planner, we used to have sales calls and they would always tell us to use the 10-3-1 rule. 10-3-1 means for every 10 people that I reach out to, only 3 of them are going to respond and only 1 of them could become my customer. So we knew our numbers, 10-3-1, that would get us to that one customer. And so that was sort of like a funnel, right? It took you through a process, but a funnel is a buyer's journey. This is something that buyers go through. Even yourself, when you're buying stuff, you go through the same journey and you may not even know it. But it is a marketing funnel is a buyer's journey. I want you guys to take away that. In this journey, there are 4 components, sometimes 5, but 4 components in this journey. There's awareness, that's the top of the funnel. There is consideration or interest, that is the middle of the funnel. Also, in the middle of the funnel is a conversion. And then at the end of the funnel is loyalty. So you have to take your buyer through all of those to get that one customer. Let's start off with awareness. Awareness is the no selling phase. So if you're doing any type of social media, you're doing any type of marketing, and you want people to learn things, this is where they're learning it at. They're learning about you. They don't know who you are. They're not looking. They're not looking to buy right now. They're just curious. So when I say I learned the hard way, it is I stuck my neck out well early in the game. Um, right after I decided I wanted to start a business, and I was like, hey, buy from me. And I went to this huge networking event, and this lady told me, I don't know who you are. I'm not going to buy from you right away. In other words, we haven't even dated, and you're asking me to marry you already. So think of it in that terms. Awareness is bringing them aware for you first. They're becoming aware of the things you do, how you interact, and just watching your stuff. They're curious and they're looking for some value. That's where awareness is. After you hit awareness is consideration. Now that I've seen you a lot, and I don't know how long it takes for people to understand or, it click in their mind, but they see you enough now. They're curious. They know you've added they know that you've added value. And now you can solve problems for them. You can actually send them worksheets that say, hey, I am giving you, here's my credibility. I'm going to put together a worksheet to help explain this even more. I'm adding more value. I'm going to give you a tool. I'm going to give you a guide to help get you through these things. And that comes after they've seen you for a lot. Now they're giving you things, right? So that's the second part of the funnel. The third part is I've seen you. I know who you are now. And now I want to buy from you. And so you'll see things like click here to buy. The link is here to buy. To buy, to buy, to buy. You'll see that a lot when you get to the conversion, because now you're converting those individuals who are at the top of the funnel. And as you get in here, not everybody's going to follow. So you go to a smaller part, and then now you're in consideration, and now you're in conversion. Conversion is just converting those people who are coming through that funnel into your clients. So 10-3-1, here's where we are now. We are at the 1. The one part of it is your one client that you're going to get for every 10 people you reach out. Those are not your numbers. These are numbers that I had when I worked as a financial planner. You have to know your own numbers. How many does it take for you to reach out to get to people to respond, to get one client? I'm just making up these numbers or giving them to you as an example so that you'll know what I'm speaking of. So conversion is converting those people who are in awareness and they went through consideration and now they're a client of yours. The last one is called loyalty. So if you don't learn anything else, know for a fact, and this comes from my years in corporate as well, it is easier to keep a client than to get a new client. So if you have them as a client, you want to keep them. So consistency, you want to build that rapport with them and have relationship with them so that they can buy again or they can refer you to people. So it's either loyal or advocacy. They're going to advocate for you and they're going to be your biggest cheerleader or cheerperson. They're going to cheer you on all the way. So you need to get to the point where you're loyal and you're offering them things because of their loyalty. You appreciate and you value their commitment to you. So those are the 4 stages that you go to. Some examples that you'll hear in each stage. I'm going to throw out some examples to you. So in awareness, this is the no selling phase. You may hear things like, why are busy professionals struggling at mealtime? Here's what's going wrong. And then someone will explain that to you, right? Because they're not trying to buy anything. They're just trying to educate you on something. And then you'll hear, when you get to consideration, hear from Maria, who streamlined her workflow and cut her workload in half. Click here to replay the video. Or you'll hear, here's a 5-step guide to completing all of the things that you want to in your on your journey. Here's the 5 things that I can explain to you 100% because I know the most. This is credibility. This is the area where they're considering. They want to see how much you know. And then conversion. Here, click here to buy these things from me. Now you're in the buying phase. That is where people are actually purchasing and becoming your client. So remember 10-3-1? We're at the 1 now. Again, conversion is where that 1 is. You're going to get 1 client from there. They'll have stuff in there like coupons. Ready to solve this problem? Get 20% off of my product. You want to do this? Click here for that. And that's where you're converting people over. So it's still going to be a small number of people and be coming from a bigger number and coming from the widest number to get to that number. And then loyalty. I have you now as a client. I have a whole separate email list for you. I am sending you out gifts. I am offering you to come to webinars that maybe other people don't get access to. I'm giving you things because I value you as a valued customer. You ever get those letters that say you are a valued customer? That is their form of loyalty to you. So offering you something. So those are the 4 stages. I will definitely give you a guide that takes you through the funnel, shows you how the funnel looks, gives you questions to ask, questions to get you to understand how the buying process is. And please hit like and subscribe and meet me at school. School is SKOOL, and that's where I have a community of people just like you learning. It's a no judgment zone. You're learning about business. Maybe you didn't know something that somebody else knows, and we're all sharing information. So I welcome you and invite you to school. The link is there, and there is also a link summarizing my conversation from today. So until I have the opportunity of talking to you again, I'm going to say goodbye and good luck from Dream Forward University. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share with others. Thank you.